Woo! Alright. I didn't get the email.
You start in 5 minutes. It's gonna come.
The email saying we are live. Red. Am I red? I look red. Is it my face or is it going off? Here, I'll count as a viewer. No? But I didn't get an email. Huh? It says offline channel.
No, it's on. Good evening.
That's my dad.
Hayes, what's up?
Hey. Good evening. Welcome. So we're just gonna wait a bit, a couple minutes, get everybody in the chat, and we'll get started in a couple minutes. Gonna say about 3-4 minutes. Won't be long. Will not be long. Link up. Thanks for tuning in on this rainy Tuesday evening. Everybody hear me?
Montreal.
In Montreal. It is raining in Montreal. Feels like fall came really quick. Summer ended like that.
Nice. Voice accent.
Very nice.
So Tony, come on.
Who's LynktTv?
He's one of our players.
Yeah.
Apollo's Vent.
Very nice, my wife. Oh, that's Buddy Sten. Shout out to Buddy Sten. How are you tonight? Well, yo, welcome. We got lots to cover tonight. Lots to cover. Super excited about tonight's episode. Week 1 was great success in the NFL. So when's the next game with the Seahawks? Oh, Seahawks are playing the mighty Pittsburgh Steelers next week. That's going to be interesting. Joey, I am dead last. We will definitely be talking about how I finished dead last in the pool this week. Pretty embarrassing showing. It's okay. Take the loss. I will take the loss like a man. Whether you lose by 20 points, 30 points, or 1 point, a loss is still a loss. I'm not worried.
If you're not first, you're last.
If you're not first, you're last. We're going to talk about who came first. We got a mighty shout out to our first place player of the week. Did amazing this week. All right, so we got 9 viewers. All right, thanks for tuning in. The chat is lively. I'm excited about tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel good. Feel good about tonight's episode. NFL got me all excited again.
All right, I think we can start this up.
Ready to start? All right, so welcome back to another episode of LynktTv with me, David G. So, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in on this Tuesday evening. Getting all excited for the season. Week 1 of the NFL just wrapped up, and it was awesome. Stayed on the couch all day on Sunday and loved every minute of it. How about you? You love it too?
Love it.
We loved it. We had a great time. So, let's go to our LynktTv fantasy page. So we did a massive draft last week, and we played our first game this week, and a big shout out to, look at that, our good buddy American, who finished with 157 points. That is fantastic. I cannot believe that score. What a awesome display on week 1. A big shout out to the guy who finished dead last. Let's go to the bottom.
You want to go to the bottom?
Let's go to the bottom.
The bottom feeder?
The bottom feeder, Digavitz. I finished dead last this week. Embarrassing showing for me, but we will move on to week 2 and hope for a better showing. I will manage my bench a little better this week. So that's that, Alex. Congratulations on a fantastic week 1 showing. Let's hope you could keep it up till week 2. I know he told me personally that he's fighting for that helmet, and it's not going to be a New Jersey Devils helmet. This will be an NFL helmet of your choosing. Great. So let's start with we're going to go a recap of every single game. We're going to spend a little bit more time on certain games and a little less on other games, but we're going to get through all the games. We're going to look at some highlights, dissect some major storylines, all that good stuff. Let's get started. On our Thursday night game, let's go to the NFL page. Yeah, Thursday night game. So we kind of had a little bit of a snooze fest on our first game. It was very, very highly anticipated, and it didn't really live up to the hype. It was a big defensive game, big defensive battle. I was expecting a little more from Aaron Rodgers, but he didn't play the preseason, so it was kind of took a little while to get into the rhythm. You know, Khalil Mack came up with some big sacks at the beginning of the game. He stared down Aaron Rodgers. He ripped the football out of his hand early on. And he really set the tone for that game. I thought it was going to be Bears were going to take over that game. But they didn't. You had a couple good plays by Jimmy Graham, tight end. Wow. Let's go see one of the plays of the game right here. I love this play. This play really got me going. Big tight end Jimmy Graham. Whoa, see you later, buddy. Let's see that one more time. Whoa, catch you later. All right, so Jimmy Graham kind of out of sight, out of mind last year. He really didn't play that well. Now he's back on the map. Caught a touchdown, the winning touchdown, might I add, by Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers did not throw an interception once again. What do I say? Do I start Aaron Rodgers or Lamar Jackson in fantasy next week? After seeing what happened last week, I would definitely start Lamar Jackson. Aaron Rodgers is playing the Vikings next week, and that might be a tough test. And Lamar Jackson is playing the Arizona Cardinals, so I would go with Lamar that week. But not every week, but that week in particular, I would go Lamar. Anyway, getting back to week 1 game. Green Bay Packers, they won, kind of a snooze fest. But hey, you play to win the game. We know now that Green Bay has a defense. Aaron Rodgers said it after the post-game interview. We have a defense. He was so happy with his defensive coordinator at the end of that game. I was ecstatic. I loved it. It was amazing. And another one of the plays of the game by Aaron Rodgers. Let's go see that. That's the second video I want to show right here. Look at Aaron Rodgers. Look how he looks downfield. He's looking totally left. Look at his eyes. Totally left. Proceeds to throw a bomb 40 yards downfield in the opposite direction. That's just greatness. Look at that catch. Boom. I think that drive set up the game-winning touchdown. Very low-scoring game. Quite snooze fest. But hey, a win's a win, right? Green Bay's on the board. Great showing. Let's move on. Week 1, game number 2. We got the Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Let's go to NFL.com on top. NFL.com. There you go. So, LA against the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. It kind of looked like Goff was a little off. He looked a little off this game. He wasn't hitting his rhythm. Let's look at the stats. We got stats. Go down. Yeah, 23 of 39, 186 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not great, but not bad. They pulled out a win when they needed it. Carolina looks like they rely too heavily on 2 players, Cam Newton and McCaffrey. Look at McCaffrey's touches. Go to Panthers stats. McCaffrey had 19 touches, rushing and 10 receiving. He did it all. That's crazy. They want to utilize this guy as much as possible. Whoever has him in fantasy, there's a reason why I think he went number 2 overall. He's a beast. But can he sustain that? Can he sustain that for 16 games? Carolina, if they rely too heavily on those 2 guys, they might be in trouble moving down the line. But they're 0-1. That division is wide open. Let's move on. Tennessee and Cleveland. Oh, good Lord. Did any of you listen to my podcast a few weeks ago of what I had to say about the Cleveland Browns? Well, guess what? They're still the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are who we thought they were. Still lowly Browns, in my opinion. Still lowly Browns. They got rid of their offensive line completely. How do you, they let up 5 sacks. 5 sacks. Tennessee played well. Derrick Henry played well. Mariota played well. Let's go to one of the highlights of that game. Really, Derrick Henry, massive run. Let's go back. Massive run. Look at this. Catch and run. See you later. There's nobody in sight. That's the Browns defense.
We're gonna replay that. We're
gonna replay it. All right.
Because you're blocking.
I'm blocking. Oh. The Browns are who they thought we were. They were. You remember that clip? That is a legendary clip in the NFL. We're gonna get to it. This man is a beast. Look at this guy run. He's like a freight truck. It's lagging. It's okay. Anyway, you get the point of that video. Derrick Henry, 75 yards to the house. Kind of looks like the Browns are back to square one. The season is not won in the off season. Yes, they're flashy. They made some big pickups. They got some good pickups. OBJ, Landry, Mayfield's in his second year. Whoop-de-doo. You do not win the season in the preseason. You do not win the season in the offseason. It's played on week 1 onwards. And they did not show that they were the Browns that everybody thought they were going to be. And I honestly think that this continues deep into the season. They're going to have major problems in Cleveland. Why don't we also... There's something else on Twitter I wanted to show you. Look at this clown. Odell Beckham, you have him in your pool. He's playing with a $200,000 watch. Who does he think he is playing with a $200,000 watch?
He's flexing.
He's flexing. Tell him to win the game. That's the real flex. That's worth nothing compared to a big win on Sunday. No thanks. No thanks, OBJ. Anyway, we're going to see them next week on Monday night. The Cleveland Browns are playing on Monday night against the Jets, Jets at home. MetLife. Jets are at home in that game. I'll tell you my prediction for that game a little later on. All right, so let's go. Let's move on to KC and the Jags. Now, I'm going to say this a million times in the podcast this week, next week. I love Pat Mahomes. This guy is a true stud. Look at those stats. 25 for 33, 378 yards, and 3 touchdowns. No interceptions. Their defense is a little shaky. They allow 26 points, but every week their offense brings it. 40 points. They put up 25 points consecutive. Ever since Mahomes been there, he's playing at least 25 points a game. That's insane. Insane amount of points. Unfortunately, we have to say a big prayer for St. Nick, good old St. Nick. Nick Foles broke his collarbone that game in the first quarter. That's sad. That's sad to see. Also, Tyreek Hill got hurt, so our thoughts are with those 2 star players. Really hope they could come back healthy in the season. But look at that. KC's got all kinds of weapons. They got Shady McCoy, who played really well. They got Sammy Watkins, who stepped up. Alex has him in his pool. That's where he got all his points. Those 2 players are ex-Buffalo Bills. There's a problem. There's a problem with the Buffalo Bills. Yes, I know. They get rid of all kinds of good players. But those 2 players are now at KC. I like KC. That's my team to make it to the AFC Championship game. I think they're doing really well. Off to the right start. Super exciting team to watch. Super exciting. How could you not want to watch KC Chiefs? They're must-see football these days. Awesome. All right, next. Let's move it on to the Baltimore Ravens. Wow. Now this was a blowout for the ages for my dear friend. We have a couple of friends of ours that are Miami Dolphins fans. It is not looking good on South Beach. 59-10. Lamar Jackson went off on this team. 17 for 20. 324 yards, 5 touchdown passes, and he rushed very little. He proved everybody that he is a quarterback, and he's not a running back. Now they got another running back, Mark Ingram, used to play with the Saints, filling up that void. Come on, this team is poised. They play a great style of football. I feel bad for Miami because after this showing, it kind of looks like they're gonna go 0-16. That was a terrible, terrible performance. So many players want it out. They want out of that team. How embarrassing is that? You work your whole life to be in the NFL, and now you're going to tell management, I want to leave because we got our asses kicked. That sucks. That's gotta hurt. That hurts me. Anyway, Baltimore's on the rise. Dolphins are on the decline. Let's move on to the Atlanta Falcons. Where's Rastamain? Rastamain's the Soba. That's Soba?
Yeah, that's Soba.
Soba. Oh my God, the Atlanta Falcons. I have to say something about the Atlanta Falcons right here. They are the worst team to bet on in NFL history. They always screw up everything. They can never cover. They never win the big games. I'm dumbfounded. They got so many great offensive weapons. Yes, okay, we have to give it to the Vikings. Sal Audia, am I leading in the NFL fantasy? I think you won your week. You're not quite leading, but you won your week, which is a good start, Sal. So, getting back to this game, the Vikings playing at home, they played a good game. Let's go through to the stats here. We see one of the stats that made me chuckle. It really made me chuckle because I ripped him. Going to Vikings. Kirk Cousins, he went 8 for 10, and that's it. I'm not gonna throw more than I have to. 8 for 10. He went 8 for 10. What is that? NFL. 8 for 10, starting quarterback. Anyway, Dalvin Cook stepped it up big time. 111 yards, 2 TDs. Falcons only scored 12 points in the last quarter. Where's Julio Jones? Where's Matty Ice? Matty Ice didn't have a very good showing. He should be much better. What's the chat saying here? Should I trade my Falcons players away? Kind of looks like you should. If there's somebody better on the table, I don't know. I really like Julio Jones and Matty Ice. Freeman, you should have a bounce back year, but not looking good. I would be pretty sad if I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan. Next week they play Philly. Hope that the battle of the birds, the Falcons could prevail at home. We'll see my prediction a little later about that. Anyway, let's go move on to the Buffalo Bills. Where are my Bills fans at? Buffalo Bills. Man, I love the Bills. The Bills were down 16 points. They were down 16 points in this game. They came back to win 17-16. It looked horrible in the beginning. I was really sad at the beginning of this game. Very sad. Jake, is it Jake Allen? Josh Allen, sorry. Josh Allen threw a couple interceptions. One turned back all the way for a touchdown. I was in like, oh my God, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. 2 interceptions. I was going crazy. I was really going crazy. They come back to win the game. Beasley got a couple receptions. John Brown. Somebody picked John. Who has John Brown in the pool? He did amazing. Fantastic. Game-winning touchdown. Defense. Buffalo Bills defense played hard at the end. They got the W. So proud of this team. It's looking good for Buffalo. Next week they're playing the Giants. The week after they're playing Cincinnati. They could start 3-0 for the first time. And God knows how long. Let's move on. Love the Buffalo Bills. What do we got?
You said you should know that they should have never won.
They should have never won. I think they should have won. Yes, Le'Veon Bell played very well in his first game back. Let's go see Le'Veon Bell stats, Jet stats. I like Le'Veon Bell. He's one of my favorite players. I gotta say, him coming back, he really brought that offense to life. Yeah, 60 yards rushing. He caught the 2-point conversion. Everything was clicking for the Jets. But you know what? The Buffalo Bills play with character. They came back to win that game. Jets didn't lose that game. The Bills came back to win it. It's too bad that it happened. I know we got a couple Jets fans in the pool, but Buffalo Bills all the way. What are we saying in the pool? Read the chat. They didn't play hard. Jets kicker won you the game. Yeah, Jets kicker, well, they released him. Too bad, so sad. You didn't kick the ball? You didn't kick the ball through the uprights? See you later, my friend. He's no longer with the Jets. I think they went to pick up the guy for the from Green Bay. I think they picked up a Green Bay kicker, which is probably better. Anything's better than that kicker from the Jets. They got rid of him real quick. All right. Now we got... Oh, wait. Let's go back to some highlights. Sorry. We forgot to look at some highlights. My bad. Let's look at... Okay, let's go back. No. Okay, we go back to Buffalo.
Where's Buffalo?
A bit higher. Smoked... Yeah, call this. This is the game-winning touchdown. Look at this from eye level. Oh. John Brown. Where are you, John Brown? There you are. Wow, terrible defense. He just walked in. Woo! I love the music. Go up. What else we got? Well, I think we got somebody else in Buffalo. Oh, yeah. I wanted to show Le'Veon Bell. Look at Le'Veon Bell. All right. First touchdown. Congratulations, Le'Veon Bell's first touchdown in 600 plus days. Go up. I love this play. Look at this play. This was a great 2-point conversion by the Jets. Look at that. Oh. Le'Veon Bell. He's going to be good for the Jets. I can't wait to see him on Monday night next week, Anthony. My buddy Tony. We're going to watch that game. Bills suck. Bills don't suck. Don't give me that, Kiko. Bills will beat the Patriots one time this year. You heard it here first. Okay. Next, let's go to the Philadelphia Eagles. So they were down 17-0 in this game. I was pretty shocked. It was 17-0. Case Keenum, 3 touchdowns. I was kind of freaking out. And one of the highlights of the season, might I add, was Vernon Davis' touchdown. That was amazing. Let's go to that highlight. This was... He did this. Go a little higher. There we go. We got Vernon Davis. Look at this hurdle. I love a good hurdle. Oh, stays in bounds. Wow. He's 35 years old. His grandfather passed away the couple of days prior. You could see him in tears after that play. It was a great moment. Great moment. But Philadelphia Eagles proved a little too strong for the lowly Redskins. They really took over that game and won that game by 5 points. They didn't cover their spread, but Philadelphia, they're a good team. They're a good team. It's kind of hard to bet against them. Really surprising that Washington pulled out pulled in front 17-0, but didn't happen. Next, what do we got? Next game on the schedule. Oh, I think you closed it. It's okay. We're gonna get it back. NFL.com. Our good pals, NFL.com. No. All right. I think the next game on our schedule is the Indianapolis Colts. No Andrew Luck. No problem. Brissett played pretty well. Let's go to those stats. Yeah, 21 for 27. Great. 190 yards, 2 touchdowns. That is amazing for Brissett. I'm really impressed with him. The Chargers, I'm not so impressed with that team. I really think they're going to have a hard time this year, especially without their starting running back, Gordon. They still put up 30 points against the Colts. Big whoop. Colts were nice to watch. Go down a bit, you'll see Marlon Mack. I think Alex has him too. Look at that, 174 yards. T.Y. Hilton, another great fantasy pick. So, really impressed with the Colts. They brought it to OT. Chargers prevailed. I don't think they're all that hot this season. Too tough. KC's going to hand them 2 big losses. All right, so who do we got next? We got our Cincinnati. Wow, this was surprising. Seattle was like 9-point favorites up on Cincinnati with the books that started early. Bengals managed to be up in front by the half. Look at Andy Dalton, threw 51 times. He got 418 yards. That leading all NFL quarterbacks in week 1. Our favorite redhead, Andy Dalton. Can you believe it? That's fantastic. But the Seahawks at home prevailed. Russell Wilson, 2 TDs. I love Russell Wilson. He's a great quarterback. And it's tough to play. Oh, it's tough to play in Seattle. We got a Seattle fan, I think. MTL tickets. You like Seattle. That was a close game. Next week they play the Steelers. That's going to be an awesome game. But they're going to be playing in Pittsburgh. So we got to watch out for that game. That's going to be one of our games of the week, I believe. So next, the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. My buddy here, Tony's a big fan of the Cardinals with Kyler Murray. Didn't look so good for him at the beginning. Detroit was winning 17-3 at the half. Matt Stafford, go to Matt Stafford's stats. I kept him on the bench in my fantasy. I should have started him. I knew I should have started him. But wasn't to be. Yeah, 385 yards, 3 TDs. Great support by, I think, their rookie wide receiver. Go down a little bit on those stats. TJ Hawkinson, 131 yards, most by a receiver. That's pretty impressive. But what's even more impressive is that Kyler Murray was composed. He was very composed in that comeback. He threw 54 times. That's way too much. Way too high.
308 yards.
Very, very good stats. 2 TDs, 1 interceptions. Great for his first NFL game. Led that comeback. They should have won that game in overtime. But it wasn't to be. They end up with a tie. You guys know how I feel about ties. I hate ties. I hate ties in the NFL. It just screws up the whole schedule. Whoa, I hate ties. Anyway, let's go to a highlights. Yeah, I want to see a highlight of Kyler Murray. He looked good. He looked good connecting with Larry Fitz-G. Oh, we gotta go back to my page, my Twitter. Follow me at D Gavita on Twitter, by the way.
David Gavita.
David Gavita. You said it. You said it. You that picture. Go down a little bit more. There, right there. That looks good. That's gonna be a connection this year. Larry Fitz-G. That pencil, look at that pencil. And they scored the 2-point conversion, bring it to overtime. That was pretty awesome. Larry. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go back. Should I start Larry next week? Oh, they're playing Baltimore. Ooh. Who else do you got? Who else do you have as an option? Soba? Go back to... I think you deleted it again. No? Oh, okay.
We're next.
We're going to... Yeah, but I want to see what's written in the chat. We got a question from Soba. Who else do you have? Soba? Do you have anybody else? Because Larry, I don't know if I would start him. Against the Baltimore defense. T.Y. Hilton. I would start T.Y. Hilton. Who are the Colts playing next week? Colts playing... I don't recall. But T.Y. Hilton... He's my boy. We're going to get to that. When we get to Indianapolis, we'll talk about that. So, next. Oh, look at this. Primetime 425 game. The big Cowboys. The big Cowboys showed up big on Sunday. Dak Prescott was a force to be reckoned with. Let's look at his stats. 405 yards, 4 TDs. Wow, their receivers were on fire in this game. Great showing by the receivers. Zeke, he had to come into his own. 13 carries, 53 yards. Wasn't all that hot in the first game. He's got to pick it up. But good first win at home. Giants, Eli Manning, I think his time is up. By week 3 or 4, they got to get Daniel Jones in there. Daniel Jones went 3 for 4. He's got to come in and start a game, see what he could do. Soba, T.Y. Hilton, yeah. He's starting Tennessee versus Tennessee. Yeah, I would go with T.Y. Hilton. That's a good matchup. He likes playing Tennessee. All right, next. San Fran. The 49ers. Wow, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That was embarrassing. Okay, sorry. Before that, I want to go see a Dallas highlight. Sorry. Forget about highlights. Some good highlights. One up. No, that's a promotion. All right. Let's look at this. Oh, too easy, Dak Prescott. That's too easy. They're a good team. They're a very good team. That's going to be tough for the Eagles to overcome them. Anyway, Dallas looks hot. Let's go back to the Buccaneers. Good Lord. Jimmy G. Jimmy G. When Jimmy G starts, the San Francisco 49ers are 7-3. Buccaneers, Winston is supposed to be his redemption year. Terrible. I did not like watching this guy play. He threw 3 interceptions. Richard Sherman came up with a big pick 6. Let's go. I got to highlight Richard Sherman. This guy is going to be up back. He's going to be relevant again. Definitely. Whoa. Let's restart that. Mr. Winston throws a terrible pick 6 in the third quarter. Oh, yeah, let's watch it like this. Oh. To the house. He barely held on to that ball. Anyway. Winston, that's going to be tough to watch this year. Wow, I definitely feel for the Buccaneers. That's not going to be a good team. San Fran, they're on the rise. I think they're going to be a good team with Jimmy G. 7-3 when he plays. He didn't play many games for them, so let's go. Let's move on to the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. I know a lot of people got a lot to say about this. Well, I'm going to go on and say it. The New England Patriots impressed the heck out of me on Sunday night. Wow. I don't like admitting it, but Tom Brady looked amazing. He looked great. 24 for 36, 340 yards, 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. The receivers, Flash Gordon. Man, I love that guy. Edelman played amazing. I have to give it to the Patriots. They looked like Super Bowl champs. They probably look the best out of all. They look good.
They are Super Bowl champs.
They are Super Bowl champs. They looked amazing. And of course, they did not have Antonio Brown. We're going to get there. But I'll go back to a picture I retweeted on Twitter. Let's see. Look at this. Look at Ben Roethlisberger's fat head. Is that amazing? That's the look of like, what is going on? We just got smacked by 30 points on Sunday night. It wasn't even a game. I couldn't believe it. LynktTv Gat says he's going to clip that. Can't believe David said that about. You know what? I have to give credit where credit is due. That game was probably the best game I've seen Tom Brady play. It was it was there. He played amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of other games he played.
No, he played amazing. That was really an impressive showing. But that's not here nor there. Let's talk about Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, is this a conspiracy theory? Did he do this all purposely to end up with the Patriots? I can't believe it. I cannot believe Mr. Yoda himself, Bill Belichick, lured Antonio Brown. The thing is with Antonio Brown, I love him as a player, but he is a clown off the field. First, the helmet. Second, the frostbitten feet. Third, he hires somebody to manage his social media, to release me. Everything to, like, it's mind-boggling. I don't understand how he attracts so much attention. Just play football. You're an amazing football player. And that's exactly what's going to happen in New England. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady are going to straighten this man out. You're not going to hear any social media from Antonio Brown while he's there. He's going to play football and he's going to do amazing. He's a top 3 receiver in the league. David finally admits, look at that, about Brady. That's funny. Listen, Antonio Brown as another weapon to Gordon and Edelman and Dorsett. They will be amazing. I'm saying it right now. They're going to be the top of the league. It's going to be Patriots against the Chiefs in the AFC. Yeah, I saw that. I finally admit that Brady's good. Yeah, not for long. Anyway, KC, I think, my opinion, KC and the Pats will have a rematch for the AFC title game. I'm not ready to say who wins to go to the Super Bowl, but those two teams look poised. I just want to bring it to a point on my Twitter. Go on my Twitter, please. Let's look at this connection. This was what Brady has no arm strength. Well, he fooled everybody on this one. Look at that. Oh, Gordon, Flash Gordon. I love this guy. Gordon, stay off the weed. NFL's very strict with that stuff. You smoke weed on the off season. Everybody wants to be a Patriot. Good Lord. Patriots make up 4 states. New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Vermont, Maine, all that good stuff. Okay, go up one more stuff. Go up one more time. This is what bothered me. Look, I'm sure everybody's seen this. He's free at last. Okay, Antonio Brown. Hold your horses. This was his plan the whole time. He made everybody buy so many jerseys. Antonio Brown, the Raiders, blah, blah, blah. That pissed me off. You're free. Yeah, wait till you go to New England. None of that shit. Bill Belichick's not going to accept none of that shit.
Patriot way.
The Patriot way.
Business is booming.
Yeah. But another thing that I... Pause that. Okay. Another thing that I don't understand is that he was fighting for a guaranteed money. 3 years. Okay. $50 million. Now, he goes back to a 1-year deal. 9 mil, 50, a couple mil in 9 mil in guarantees and a couple signing bonus. He deserves that money. But now, what if he gets hurt? What if he gets hurt this coming year? What's gonna happen? He doesn't have any contract. He's not an extended contract. That's an issue for him. Anyway, Bill Belichick's gonna straighten this man out. He's gonna have a record season. It's like Randy Moss. He's the Randy Moss of this generation. He's that good, and Brady's gonna feed him, and he's gonna catch all the balls, etc., etc. No more bullshit for Antonio Brown. It's the Patriot way or nothing. What do we got? Also, Bill Belichick is an asshole. I ran into him at a Gold's Gym, and he was walking on the treadmill watching Titanic. Wow, that is an amazing story. Thank you, Soba. I'll tell you something. Whatever he portrays in the media, that's how I feel about him. He has no personality, and this just emphasizes this even more. He's on the treadmill. I'm sure he even had his hoodie, his Yoda hoodie on. That's funny stuff. That is good stuff. Good story. Thank you for sharing that story. I ran
next to him for 40 minutes and he didn't turn it right once.
Wow, he doesn't care about anything. On to Cincinnati. On to the next week. You remember that clip? We're on to Cincinnati. He doesn't lose. He's not a good loser. Bill Belichick is not a good loser, and nor is he a good winner. He's definitely not even a good winner. He's weird. Weird man. All right. Now, oh wow. Now this was my favorite game of the week. I hope you guys had a chance to watch this game on Monday night, because let's be honest, the Thursday night game and the Sunday night game, these primetime games, were nothing to go crazy about. But wow, this game lived up to the hype. It was amazing. I really enjoyed watching this game. You had Drew Brees, the legend of Drew Brees, getting close to Peyton Manning's all-time season record in passing TDs. Let's go to his stats, Anthony, please. Saints stats. Just on the right. Yeah, Drew Brees. 2 touchdowns, 32 for 43, 370 yards. Alvin Kamara. Wow, what a player. I love watching this guy run. He just breaks tackles. He's insane. And it had to come down to the wire with that kick. But first, one of my highlights of the game, let's go to my Twitter feed, was DeAndre Hopkins. Good Lord, I love this receiver. For me, he's the number 1 receiver in the NFL this year. Look what happens when they intercepted the ball of him. He's suplex city, this guy. Whoa! Now that is a tackle. He got an unnecessary roughness. I wouldn't let that slide. This is football, not tennis. That was an amazing tackle. I love watching that stuff. Now let's go up. We have ice cold kicker Lutz. Is that how you pronounce it? Lutz. Go up to my Twitter. Look at this. 50. His career long 57 yards. He hit. Look at this. 58 yards. Wow. That was good for 60, 65, whatever you want. That was fantastic stuff to win it. All the drama we love about sports was in that kick. Great win. But I have to say, the defense leading up to that kick was horrendous. The coach of I don't know what he was thinking of Houston, because they left so much room, enough room for Drew Brees to surgically pick that defense apart and ended up in field goal position, and boom, ice cold kicker. He brought them to victory. Good stuff by the New Orleans Saints. Let's go to the next game. Our last game was the late Monday night game. You know, I'm really happy. I'm really happy for Oakland because the biggest storyline in this game was a player that wasn't even there. Could you believe that? All these NFL players, they work so hard. And we're talking about a player in Antonio Brown that's not even there. Good for them. Derek Carr got them the victory. 24-16 over the Broncos. Broncos are going to be not so good with Joe Flacco this year. Really nice to see Oakland win that game in Oakland. It's going to be their last game in Oakland. They're going to be moving to Las Vegas, Nevada, the city that never sleeps. They party like crazy in Las Vegas. I'm going to Las Vegas in October. I can't wait for that. Good stuff. So, yeah. That breaks down the week 1 recap. That was entertaining week 1. Now, I just want to say, I didn't say my picks on air last week, but I do have them right here. Some of my friends could attest to this. I wrote this down on Thursday, all my picks. You see those picks? I went 13, 2, and 1. I'm very proud of those picks. I hope I could keep it up in week 2. Now let's go for my week 2 predictions, and then we'll do a little pause cafe, if you know what I mean, in a couple minutes. So let's go down the list. Yeah, let's start with a Thursday night game. Bucks at the Panthers. Give me the Panthers. Doesn't look like the Bucks are going anywhere anytime soon. The next game, San Fran. Let's go San Fran Bengals. Give me San Fran on the road. They played well. Cincinnati, I think they got lucky against Seattle, keeping it close. Give me San Fran for the slight underdog in that game. No, that we're going to do last. That's a Sunday night game. There we go. Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals. Give me the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore looked very good in week 1. They keep it rolling. Look at that. 13.5 points. I don't know if they cover that, but they'll definitely win. What do we got? We got Green Bay, Minnesota. Now that is going to be the 1 o'clock game on Sunday to watch. The Packers face the Vikings at home. I definitely think that Green Bay could pull this one out at Lambeau Field. They got Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau. It's just amazing. I love watching him play at home. Give me Green Bay. Next, the New England Patriots against Miami. Now that is going to get ugly with Antonio Brown. They are favorite. Your Dolphins, 18.5 points. I'm very curious to see the money line for Miami to win straight up. So a bettor that's feeling lucky will bet Miami to win. Sorry, I would never do that. I would never do that. I know, but New England's gonna take that game handedly. They'll probably cover 18 points. It'll probably be even 30 or 40 points. Pittsburgh. Let me move out of the way here. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Seahawks. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. They didn't play that well. They're going back home. I think they revenged that loss. Second week they played well. What's next? Go scroll up. I'm a bit in the way here on the left. Oh, okay, Dallas. Give me the Dallas Cowboys against the Redskins. Zeke turns on the Jets. Chicago Bears. Give me the Bears. The Bears didn't play that well, like we mentioned on Thursday night. But they'll Mitch Trubisky, he didn't look very good. But I think against the Broncos, they get back to their winning ways. So give me the Chicago Bears. Let's go up. Let's go up. That's up. Yeah, all right. So next, Detroit Lions. Now this is my upset of the week. I think Detroit is going to beat LA. Detroit at home, Matt Stafford. That offense looked pretty good. Pretty devastating tie to Arizona, but LA Chargers, something about them didn't impress me all that much. So yeah, next, Houston. Oh, Houston. Deshaun Watson. Watson. And DeAndre Hopkins. That duo is amazing. I love watching those two. I think they win that game. Next, my Buffalo Bills. Ooh, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. I think Buffalo wins that game against the Giants in MetLife. What's another one? Let's scroll down a little bit. There's so many games. I love it. Indianapolis Colts. As to what we were talking about before, I think you start T.Y. Hilton. Whoever has T.Y. Hilton, start him against the Titans. I think this is another upset of the week. Give me Indianapolis to beat Tennessee on the road. KC Chiefs. Can't bet against the Chiefs right now. Chiefs are hot. Even Oakland, they played a good game yesterday, but it's nothing compared to what you're going to see against the Kansas City Chiefs. And second to last, New Orleans versus the Rams. Oh, a big rematch. NFC Championship rematch. Give me the New Orleans Saints to avenge that loss to them, but that shitty penalty. I think New Orleans on the road wins that game. LA didn't look all that great against the Panthers. They still have some stuff to figure out. New Orleans. Give me New Orleans. And up, we have the last Sunday night game. Sunday night game, give me the... Oof, this is tough, but I think I'm gonna go with the Atlanta. I hate picking Atlanta. I don't know why I always pick Atlanta. Every time I go and pick Atlanta, I don't understand why. I'm going with them again at home. I think Matty Ice really pulls it together with Julio Jones and does something good. And the Monday night game, which proving to be very exciting. Go all the way down, please. The Cleveland Browns against the Jets. Give me the Jets to keep the Browns winless on the season at 0-2. I think Le'Veon Bell and the Jets get that offense gelling a little better, and they win that game. So those are my picks for the week. You don't like him? Don't take him. You like him? Take it to the bank. All right, so we're going to stop for a little 30-second coffee break here. This coffee here is brought to us by Must Espresso. Let's go on their website. Oh yeah, Anthony, my buddy Tony here is gonna make me a nice coffee. I don't drink coffee all that often, but when I do, it's must.
Must have it.
You must have this coffee. You must try this coffee. You could buy it on Amazon or on their website at mustespresso.ca. It's compatible with all Nespresso machines. I know a lot of us have these fancy espresso machines, so very useful. And you have a $5 discount if you use the promo code, which is LynktTv on their website. So, which is pretty awesome. So if you drink coffee, definitely. Oh, look at we also got fancy cups. Look at this. Yeah, this way. Look at these fancy espresso cups, and it's espresso, not espresso. All right, my American friends. My wife has we have a nice machine at home. I have had a few coffees, but I'm sure this one looks delicious. I'm excited to have this coffee. Must have. It's a must have. Let me drink some water to get the palate all ready. Which one are we trying right now? Is it this one? What's the other pack? Thank you very much, sir. I'm going to sip on my coffee.
Espresso di Napoli.
Espresso di Napoli. Oh, so you know it's good. Napoli. Do you see it? Yeah, you see the must. You ordered some? LynktTV ordered some. LynktTV Gats ordered some. I like it. Good stuff. You'll laugh if Miami wins. That's honestly, if somebody has $1,000 to spare, put it on Miami. Yeah, because you will win $1 million if they beat.
Everyone has $1,000 to spare.
Oh, tasty. Very nice. Thank you to our friends at Must Have. All right, so let's move on.
Where are we going?
We're going. I want to talk a little bit of UFC. Did you guys get a chance to watch the? It's maybe on YouTube. Check YouTube. UFC Khabib 242. Poirier full fight. We don't have to go through the full fight. We could put it in the background highlights. Let's put some highlights. Yeah, the first one. You had it. There you go. Let's just put that in the background while we talk. So, is anybody talking in the chat? I feel like anybody. Did anybody watch this fight? Dustin Poirier, he's a good striker. Both age 30 here. I was expecting a little more from Poirier. He had some good strikes early on, but Khabib's defense, Khabib's takedown efforts were amazing. This guy is spectacular to watch. It's no doubt he showed to us why he is 28-0. That was spectacular. Great showing of his skills by Khabib. Khabib fight bear. Yes, he does. He was very proud with his coach and his teammates and his father after that win. Poirier was very graceful in defeat. I really like that about him. He took his defeat like a man. Khabib was the better fighter. What really made me laugh was, what's his name? McGregor, the afterthought. McGregor, yeah, you can't wait for Khabib versus McGregor. That, I cannot believe Conor said, meet me in Moscow. Let's go for a rematch in Moscow. I don't want to see that. Khabib is going to destroy McGregor if that happens. It's not even going to be a fight. That's old news. I want to see Khabib fight Tony Ferguson next, whenever he fights. It's going to be in a few months, maybe not right away. What's up with the YouTube's not working there? Oh, look at that look. Poor guy. He got mauled in there. Yeah. Look at those elbows. Wow. He choked him out in the third round. That was a really good display by Khabib. All right. Let's move on to quickly Bianca Andreescu. The pride of Canada tennis right now. US Open final. She beat Serena. She beat the greatest tennis player, tennis player of all time. Serena Williams is just fantastic. Who wins in a fight, Khabib or Consolo? I'm going to have to say Khabib. He's unbeaten. There's no way. Consolo's crazy. He's strong, but he's no Khabib. So, look at this. Look at Serena. She even pulled really close in the match at one point. I thought that Bianca Andreescu was gonna crumble in the second set, but she stood her ground and she played an excellent tennis match, and she won the US Open. So proud of her. Canadian tennis is on the rise. That will give awesome confidence to all teenage women tennis players in this country. We're going to see a lot more of Tennis Canada in the upcoming years. Really proud to be a Canadian. And she won that game. Really happy for her and all of Canada. Oh, Canada. Okay, good stuff. All right, so I also want to mention, I'd like to mention that we, by popular demand, we will be doing a NHL fantasy pool. So I put it for 20 players for now, because since we're 20 players in the NFL fantasy pool, I decided we'll try and get 20 players for our NHL pool. So if you would like to join, it's free. Again, here's the link down below. So feel free to join, and we'll be doing the draft. You could write it there on October 1st. Tuesday, October 1st will be the draft. And I know we got a lot of hockey fans. I am a major hockey fan. A little bit more so hockey than NFL. So you know I'm going to be crazy passionate about the NHL. It's going down October 1st. Going to be some prizes for the winners for that too. So please make sure. You know jack about hockey, Dave. Oh, shit. You don't know what you're talking about, Alex.
Bomb, brother.
Love from Georgia. 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 Remember the Atlanta Thrashers? There you go. You just said it. Bring back the Thrashers. Go Thrashers. Ilya Kovalchuk. Wow. Now that was a legendary hockey player. Let's get Soba. Soba, I want you to join our hockey pool. Please. Get in it. Yeah. I'm in. I got nothing but time. I like it, Joey. Get in on it. We're going to get 20 players in on this pool. It's going to be pretty awesome. All right. So what else did I want to get to? Oh, yes. I'd like to go on our NFL, the fan page there that I've been talking about. So as I was talking about in a few other weeks, I'm in a, you could say it's like a challenge all season long. There's weekly challenges. If you go scroll down on the webpage, go down, see full rankings. This week, our challenge was to take a game day setup. So go down, a little bit more down, a little bit more down, load more. You'll see me. I'm up there with the best. I got 10 points. There's only 14 players. So the point is to rack up. Go up. This is all zero. Yeah, but they're all zeros. They didn't get points this week. So all these people who got points are already up on the game. So listen here. If I finish the year with the most points, which that's my goal. I really want to finish the most points. Every week there's a different challenge to get you the most points. The winner gets entered into a draw. 32 players make it in a draw to win tickets to the Super Bowl in Miami. How awesome is that? I definitely want to win, go to the Super Bowl. So I need you guys' help all season long to help me with this NFL challenge. So my next challenge, Anthony, is to make a video. Let's go see what the next challenge is. I'm going to do it live. My next challenge is going to be live on screen right now. Go down. Week 1 complete. We did that. Let's look at that. Click on the arrow. Week 2 arrow. We are in week 2. There you go. Make a statement. Isn't that what we do here on LynktTv? We make statements. Complete this sentence. I am a Bills fan because. All right, so now I'm going to put my Buffalo Bills hat on. How do I look, Anthony? What do you tell me?
You look great.
Woo! Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go. Also, I think this challenge, I've seen it, is brought to you by Budweiser. Good stuff. All right, so we're going to record this video. Yeah. This is going to be awesome. We're going to post this to social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. But you know, before that, what? If you guys could retweet it, that would be awesome. We're going to post it later tonight. So, but what I would like from you, Anthony, is give me a nice Buffalo Bills background. So we're serious about this. Wait, no, a new tab. That's perfect. Guys, need your support for this. Get some retweets on Twitter. Like it on Instagram. I need those points. I want to be entered into the contest to win tickets to the Super Bowl. Buffalo Bills. Let's go Bills. That's a classic. Make it. Give me one. All right. Let's go Bills. Okay, so I am a Buffalo Bills fan because of the passion that organization exudes. Those fans are second to none. I love being a Buffalo Bills fan. This team is so exciting to watch. They embrace the underdog mentality. Coach McDermott lives by a couple of words. He says, be humble. Be humble in defeat. Be humble when you win. I love the Buffalo Bills for everything that they stand for, and I'm super proud to be a Buffalo Bills fan. Last year, or a couple of years ago, I went to see the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo against the New Orleans Saints. Unfortunately, they lost, but it was the experience of a lifetime. I thoroughly enjoyed my experience. The fans made it awesome, and I'm hooked. I'm a Buffalo Bills fan for life. Go Bills all season long. That's my spiel.
Let's go, David.
Boca Juniors. All right, good stuff. So, thank you for listening to my little spiel about the Bills. Hope that this contest goes well. Bills are 1-0. They're going to be 2-0 starting next week. That's my prediction against the Giants. Maybe we'll see Daniel Jones. Maybe we'll see a little bit of Daniel Jones. What do you think? That would be nice. Maybe. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in, everybody on the chat. I really appreciate spending the time with you guys tonight on this Tuesday evening. I hope you enjoyed this week 1 recap of the NFL, talking a bit of sports with me, David G on LynktTv. Hope to see you guys next week. Have a good week and enjoy this week's football games coming up. Peace. See you later.